Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my TikTok and YouTube. The one and only Emerald Pillar Gang. And which I talk about common sense, but I try to keep it down in the nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, 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 very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listener's discretion is advised. Listener's discretion is advised, baby. Your one and only Emerald, who's Indigo, and also a Gen Xer. Of course, higher than an Alpha. I like to say that, not to be arrogant though. Just to piss some beta males off, which is 80% of you men. Now, let's get on with the topic for today. Going down the rabbit hole, not up your asshole. Let's talk about the topic of traditional women versus modern women. But before I begin to talk about these two topics here, okay, these two things, two differences. I've been busy with my daughters, trying to keep my ex-wife, on her toes, so she won't get thrown in the street, okay, giving her a place to stay. And that's what's going on with me. I haven't been ignoring y'all. I know you like my information more than anybody else's on the internet, okay, because I'm a Gen Xer, yada, yada, yada. Okay, all right. But let's get on with the topic for today. That's what I was doing on the side. In the wintertime, I'll be making more videos. All right? I do have my YouTube. You know how to follow me. I am a private professional therapist. I do not put myself out there like Kevin Samuels or Andrew Tate. I am not that type of person. I have a Patreon. I have a series down there, and you know how to look for me. Or be square, right? Because I think outside the box. I have a knowledge that's beyond all of them. But I don't teach about it too much. But I do have a YouTube, and I do have a Patreon, so check it out down below. Now, the difference between what is a true traditional woman, okay, right? That's what I'm talking about. Traditional woman. I'm talking about traditional woman and what versus the modern day woman. A modern day woman, okay, will think of a monogamous relationship. That is a monogamous relationship. That is a woman who is thinking, okay, I've been taught by this this person. I have not had an alpha father. So what comes into my mind is my own protection. I'm thinking about security, yada, yada, yada. She has no interest in learning what a man is about. A modern day woman is what most women are on the internet. A modern day man is usually what most men are on the internet. All of them are beta. That's all across the board, in general, from my perspective, as a person who's taught by pimps, unlike most of you guys, and some Italians, about understanding what respect and the values of a man and a woman is, and even in between, too, because there are people who are not, basically a man or a woman. They are a hermaphrodite. You can look it up yourself. There are more than two sexes, peoples. Yes, there is. Scientifically proven. Yes, it is. But, of course, since a lot of people don't know what a hermaphrodite is, okay, or abnormality type people are, okay, they tend to just push it to the side, okay. But there are more than two sexes. I used to think, this is only a man and a woman, okay. But you have to be biologically born with these things, right? And there are people who do have both a male and female genitalia. Yes. So let's continue on with the subject for today before I get off the topic, because I talk about too many subjects, and I've been taking my ginseng and my ginkgo. Okay? A modern day woman, beta women, most beta women, wear makeup. Okay? All right? They don't know the values of what it takes to be emotional intelligent with a man. So, they think of monogamous relationships. They're taught by single mothers. Most people are raised by single mothers. Statistics show that all the problems come from single mothers. All right, okay, we got the modern day woman out the way. What is a traditional woman? A traditional woman don't exist. They just don't exist. I'm sorry. What is a traditional woman? Okay, a traditional woman who's into polygyny. A traditional woman who's most likely is going to add to a man, not take away. A traditional woman reads her books and her religious zealot information so she can actually be on a higher plane of existence, okay? She's the woman, okay, who knows that sharing is caring, okay? And that's when you hear happy wife, a happy life, but that's only when she's making that husband. Happy husband, then you won't have anything bad done. But I'm telling you right now, a traditional man can actually afford to take care of multiple wives, okay? A traditional man does not settle for any female who is not a virgin. A traditional man will most likely check the background credentials and understand that psychology is very important, okay? As a matter of fact, the highest form of man is very logical. He's going to be more like a pimp. He's not going to care about emotions, but you don't want to go that route, okay? It's a hard life to live like a pimp, though. But I don't want to teach you anything about pimpology or anything like that, because that's kind of sad. You don't want to be telling women to go sell anything, right? Okay, but a traditional man is most likely like Peter Pan. Okay, he's gonna fly around with his ego. He's gonna have the knowledge. He's gonna have all of the magic. He's gonna say, "Hey, are you this?" He's gonna ask the proper questions. He's gonna be upfront. Most men are not upfront. They're not, so they're not traditional. Most men don't focus on polygyny, the fact of having one husband, multiple wives. They don't think like that. Most women don't think, oh, I'm going to be in a polygynous relationship. So traditional to me, okay, hallelujah, okay, is basically a woman who accepts polygyny. Tradition means that she's old-fashioned. The African way of living is the traditional way. Until the white man, European, came over those countries to say, hey, monogamous relationship is the way to go, and we're going to wipe out polygyny. Okay? Because even in the Bible, even in the Quran, polygyny is allowed. So that is the traditional way of living. Because you already know there's 3 women to 1 man, or 2 women to 1 man, you want to say, right? So there's more than enough women to go around for all of the men. And as I always tell you guys all of the time, fall for your type, please, please, please. This is why it's important to be healthy. If you're a fat fuck, you should deal with a fat fuck, okay? If you're smoking, find someone who's a smoker. You know, Jamie Funk sung this song, fall for your type. You know, you fall for your type. You know, it is very important, very important. If you consider yourself a 7, deal with a 7, unless you're most likely to be delusional, like a lot of beta females are, and thinking in themselves as 8, 9s, or 10s all of the time. You don't want to go down that route. You know your number by honest. Men are more honest with their numbers than women are, okay? All right? These are facts, okay? Traditional means virginity, spirituality, education. Most people don't care about those things. And I'm like, well, how do you consider yourself traditional? You have no education. You don't even want to do any research on the female you're dealing with. And I teach women all of the time, you don't want to do no research on that man. You got to do a background church, babies. You can't be just dealing with someone because they're attractive, or you're sexually, attracted to that individual. That's it. That's all you are. Okay, he's tall, and that's it. He got money. That's it. It's not just that. It's about maturity and education. It's about purity. You don't have to worry. That is tradition. But the modern day people, both men and women and in between, they don't think on those terms. They think of, okay, everything has fucking conditions. Okay? Or unconditionals. Okay? I keep saying to people all the time, everything has conditions. Everything has conditions, peoples. There's no such thing as unconditional love. None of that stuff don't exist. When you breathe outside, there's a condition that you need to get that air. Everything has conditions. There's no such thing as unconditional. Just wipe that word out. It doesn't exist. All right? So, if I'm saying something wrong, and I'm going off the tangent, okay, of something that I don't know what I'm talking about, say it. Try me. Try to troll me. You don't know me. But that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. That is the difference between the traditional man, the traditional woman, and the modern day woman, and the modern day man. Most people are in the modern day because they do not ask to do a psychological play. They don't go back there. They don't go farther enough. They don't ask their fathers for permission. You're supposed to ask your father for permission. There's no way my daughter's dating anybody in this country, in America. God damn it. You got that? They're going overseas. Okay? Polygyny is a must. Okay? Virginity is a must. And I make a video about what to do with your daughters. For you guys, I know there's some topics out there that's not talked about on the internet. I'm the only one who's going to talk to you about it. Other than that, that's all I really want to say, because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Have a nice day. Peace. You know how to find me. Peace.